Hi Jordan. I figured the best way to deal with this fabrication deal on this Ganon suit was just to show you on video because we'll spend 2 hours on the phone going if, ands, or buts, and hows, and who's, and whys, and where's, and all that happy crap shit. So this will be a private video posted. I'll send you the link of it, obviously, because you'll hear me telling you got the link. So here we go. We're going to start off with the ankle, foreleg part here, which would be the front of it would be here. What you see what I did is I used the basic design down the center here, across the leg, like this. I didn't see any sense of doing plastic around the back. The guy won't be able to move. Obviously that would be leather or something, whatever he's going to be using for cushion liner or whatever. Use the right color material for that. That'll fold around in the back. Like that, the back piece, which is here in the center. That's the back piece. These would fold around the front, come around the back with some sort of, obviously, the leather strap. This would be the top back of the part, which is this top part here that's got the lining across it. So back to my leg. That'll come across the back, and which will attach to that leather strap or whatever you use to there, and that should line up really nicely. You'll have a nice bend and everything else. Made it intermediate size, so it can vary in size. Obviously, I made the ears a little longer on this piece. Obviously, those can be cut down to however you want. I left them long purposely. We don't know how big this guy is exactly. Up to the forearms. Backhand, forearm. I didn't do anything on the back of the arm. I should say the front of the arm, I guess. The face of the forearm. Didn't do nothing there. That looks like that's some sort of, glove material, leather, something here. Here's the pieces here. That's the way it looks. When it's put together, and you see I overlapped everything about an inch, inch and a half. Backhand. Forearm, and of course your three pieces on top, stacked correctly for up on top of that. Kind of crude way of showing you, but you get the idea. That's all we're trying to do. Hip pieces, those are pretty self-explanatory. I only cut that out for movement. When you strap it to the belt, that way you'll be able to move somewhat. My thinking was overlap it enough, probably rivet it on, I guess, because you want it part of it. Otherwise it'll stick out. But that'll be the side, which of course is right here, or on this piece here. Now on to the more confusing part. The upper piece, on the face, the way these markings are here, would be this piece here. Of course, you have your chest plate. I'll show you that first. The chest plate that goes underneath with a little round thing on the bottom. Stand out when they highlight it with paint or whatever they're going to do here. And of course, the upper piece at the top of the neck is right here, right at the top of that ruler. Kind of a wannabe gorget.
Can you show that one more time? Because
okay.
I didn't get in. Okay. Yep.
Top of the ruler, right there.
Yep.
Kind of a wannabe gorget. I didn't attach it because I wasn't sure how you want to do that, but again, probably rivet. So when it's on there, it'll be there. And I didn't cut out the fancy design here. By looking at the picture, if they're outlining of the painting that they're going to do that looks like a gold or a yellow color, they can do their designs on it. It'll look fine. It would have been a lot of nasty detail. I don't think it would have came out that perfectly even, but I think that'll do right there for this piece. Now onto the headpiece, shoulder and headpiece. There's the shoulder piece cut out, and this is going to be the top part, wraps around. Right there. And what I did is I put one together. It kind of crude because I did it with a torch, didn't heat it with water.
Can you hold it down a little bit so I can see it? Because
down?
I've got the light. Okay,
okay.
There we go. Yep.
Down. That's about the best I could do. And of course, when you put it on, head fits through it. And it's pretty flexible here. So if he's got a big head or whatever, you can put it on. And of course, in the picture, there's some sort of little ribbon or something that goes through here. And of course, that can pull it together to where he wants it for comfort. Yeah, I think this is about the best we can do on this one. Once she gets it painted up and dressed up, it should look pretty good. Now, what I wanted to show you on the anvil here is what I did is with these tabs on the inside and rivets here. Heated these up, twisted them straight up, all the way around. Of course, this should I bent this down where it should be approximately. And then I took this piece here, I put the back piece on, such as this, and of course, like I said, you'd already have the shoulders part bent around and twisted. I used a sheetrock screw with this bent up, the tab bent up onto this. I put a sheetrock screw just to hold it in place. And then I was able to bend it, and I was able to force it down and rivet, drill a hole through, bend the tab up, drill a hole through, bring it to the side, turn it around, and hammer the rivet on. And I did that on each one, just kind of bent it as I went along to force it into the groove, to force it up in there, because it will force up in there. As you see on the other piece that I had already showed you. It took me quite a few minutes, but I can't see any other way to get a better fit. It's about as tight as you're going to get. And if the guy wants to, he'll be able to put some sort of putty or caulking glue or something in there to round that off if he wanted to before he painted it. Anything like that. But like I said, when I put it in here, I'd bend the piece, start in the center, bend the piece up as tight as I can, and put it as tight as I can, drill the hole through, put the rivet through, turn it around, and then bang the rivet on, obviously, in each one. And your anvil will be easier than this piece. This piece is big and bulky. You have that nice round end, which you'll probably get me one of them one of these days. Anyway, so there's that piece. Now for the front, it's the side. It's a back plate, side plate, and it goes around to the front. The reason I did it that way, because if you have the pieces put together, it's going to have so much flexibility. It just don't stay together. When you twist and move, it just will not stay together. You'd have to tie it right up tight. So instead of tying it up tight, I made it in two pieces. So when you have the two pieces, this is the way it would look, of course, on top of your chest plate, like this. These tabs here don't have to be here. These bubbles here. I put them there because you've got to be able to attach these somehow to stay on, which I will show you. I did a strap. I'll show you in a moment. Or also has to be hooked to the chest plate and to be able to put on and take off. It's going to take two people, I think you can end up doing. But the reason I made it two pieces like this is because no matter what size you are, you can put, when it comes together, such as that, by using your leather, a band of leather. And depending on the size of the guy, the wider the guy is, you just go wider the leather, whatever, skinny or wide. This is a snug fit for me. I made it that way on purpose. So if it was for me, I would have the leather, they'd almost be touching. Again, these back tabs that are on the back here don't have to be there. I left them up here, two reasons. One, for hooking the strap. Two, when the headpiece comes down and the back of it comes down, the back wants to fall. That actually helps hold the back up a little bit. Again, they don't have to be there, so those can be removed. I left this piece low here so it's not driving up into your back. If it's too high, it actually holds the headpiece forward. So I cut that out so it'll actually set against and be more, better flow, I guess you'd call it. Now we'll show you a piece, my demo piece that I did, just right here. Oh yeah, I forgot the little, for the side pieces. This piece here is for under the arm. That's the wrong one. Under the arm. That's the front piece. It comes up under the arm. which I did here.
Whoops. Went the wrong way. There we go.
Okay. So this is the piece. Let me put it on.
Okay, I gotta get it in the light so you can see it better. Okay, there we go.
So this is the front, like I said. The side piece here comes. Oh, let's start here. The tab that I got up, like I said, you can cut that down or even remove it if you need to. I put this strap on so it'd stay up. I think it worked pretty good. You could actually put it on like a vest because the back would obviously bend because it's leather back there. This piece here, the armpit piece, was a real stinker. The way it's supposed to do is it's supposed to come up, according to the picture, it's come up higher here and actually fill up this area here. But it's so much of a twist, so much bending, it's a pain in the royal ass, and it's just not going to work or look good the way we do it without a mold, because you will have no arm movement, none. Your arm will be frozen. As it is, to wear this right, that's the way it is right there. If it was tight here, you'd have no front movement. The way I did it here, you have front movement and back movement. Because I did the same thing on the back. I did not bring it up all the way, like it looks like in the picture. Your arm would be stuck. Again, I can move now. And I think dressed up, I don't think people will notice that little fine detail. There's the back. What I did on the back is I just flattened out the back as good as I could. I heated it with a torch and put the railroad tie down on it, flattened it out and hit it with cold water, flattened that out, gave a bend here, gave a small bend here and brought the front around. It didn't take much actually to mold. And that's where we ended up. Now your lovely job is going to be putting it all together. Good luck, Jordan. If the guy moves after it's together, good for him. Back to the picture. I gotta put my glasses on so I can see. Back to the picture here. This area here is cloth. That looks like it could have been plastic, but there's nothing to hook it to. My suggestion is whatever he uses for an undergarment, he would take a piece, make that out of leather. It's such a sharp looking cutout right here for the arm that actually matches the top of the neck. I think it would be a lot smarter to use leather there and a lot more comfortable. This area here, which is under the chest plate, it's all kind of, that's obviously leather underneath the chest plate, which you can see on his back over here. So the back plate comes down like this. This, I don't know what that is. It doesn't show in the front. It's different in the front to the back. But I couldn't see any sense of putting another piece of plastic on the back of it when it can be just, you know, whatever he uses for an undergarment, leather or whatever. And the same thing which we discussed before about these hangy things for looks on the upper shoulders and across the bottom of the butt is obviously leather. And of course the inside of the leg pieces would be leather also. So I think I've got everything down, and when you get it, good luck. Bye.